Coach, thank you for joining us here today. Could you kind of give an opening statement about your team going into this year and also introduce the guys you brought with you to your left?
Yes, I'm Coach Wesley Couch. I appreciate y'all having us here today. I have, to my immediate left, I have Reed McMasters, Jacob Cox, and Seth Green. This season, a lot of the players this year have not had a chance to be on the floor until now. They're looking to prove themselves. We're 1-0 right now. We won the other night. We came out. Most of my players came from football. I had 6 or 7 in the gym, but the majority of the team played football. So we're still getting into basketball mode, but we did very good the first game Monday night.
Coach Couch, moving to the 2A3 conference this year, kind of what do you expect to come out of that conference?
It's going to be, just because that number in front of that A changed, that is a basketball mecca conference. I'm looking forward to competing in it, but the biggest thing, I'm looking forward to the less travel. I mean, we went to Mississippi County, it seems like all winter. Our closest road game last year was conference game was 30 minutes to Piggott, and then the next one was an hour and a half. So we're looking forward to maybe getting home a little bit earlier, but the basketball is still going to be just as tough as it is in the 3A.
Yeah, I want to ask a question of you guys, if you want to pass it down there. New conference, new roles for you guys, a lot of new faces kind of stepping up. So tell me about expanding your role on the team and kind of what you see your job is to kind of keep this thing rolling.
I played JV a lot last 2 years, but this year we got to focus on like being strong on defense, getting stops, being consistent on offense. Just keeping everything together, keeping everything moving, really. But I'm kind of focusing on right
now. I've played varsity since 10th grade, and my role has just really been play defense, pass the ball, but I'm looking to shoot a little bit more this year.
My role is just trying to keep everything calm down when I get the ball, try to make the best shot I can have. Just try to score as much as I can.
Y'all have had a good run, 23-12 last year, made it to the regional and state tournament. So you mentioned it, Coach. It's not no change in toughness moving to that different conference. It's definitely a basketball conference. So what things have y'all worked on to kind of get prepared for that and kind of keep that momentum going that you've had going the last few years?
We had a good summer. We dealt with a few injuries. I've only had them less than 2 weeks. So it was a really quick install to play Monday night. But Seth, he's a starter, returning starter. Jacob played a lot of minutes as sophomore and junior. Seth led us last year rebounding, over 300 rebounds, 55% from the floor. So as returning those two, I'm looking for those to lead us into this season and this new conference. And the rest of them's going to rely on their experience from the last 2 seasons. They've been in the battles last year and experienced everything we got to do last year, being first time going to state and the success that we had. And they're wanting to keep it rolling and prove that we're legit, that the program's legit.
Guys, let's talk to the players again. What are some of the things, because you want to keep that momentum going that you've had, so what are some of the things that you've worked on to improve, over this last summer?
I feel like I've tried to get a little bit better at scoring, and then I've worked a lot more on perimeter on the defense because, on JV I was the center, but now that we have Seth and we have other guys that are able to play that post role, I need to be able to be a little bit more versatile, guard a little bit on the wing, maybe stay a little bit more offensive on the wing and not just in the post. I feel like that's something that's really important for me.
I've just been working on my shot, really. That's about it.
What I say I've been working on is my leadership for the team, trying to be that role that we had to let go last year.
Hey, hold on to it for a second. I'm gonna steal Dr. Weaver's question for you guys one time. Is there games on your schedule that you've circled that you're really excited about? To pinpoint those, or
Of course, always pick it.
Same answer all the way through, or you got some other guys? All the way through. All right, that's a big rivalry. I know. Stay in conference as they move too. Correct? Am I correct in that? Right.
Coach Couch, you graduated 4 starters from the team last year, but you still have a good number of seniors to lead the team going into this season. Just how important is it they step up and show leadership and set a good example for the rest of your team?
It's very important. These 3, like I said, these 2 have been there and got on the floor, but they're going to lead. But it's very important for all the seniors. They're very capable. Peyton Cartwright shot the lights out of it the other night. He's super tough, rebound, just all-around player. I expect big things out of him. We got one injury, Hayden Cox. He's got a broken hand right now from football. He will be back in December. He can shoot it. He has a motor out of this world. Ethan Guthrie, he's going to be a very good role player. Seth Smith, quarterback on the football team. He's smart. He knows where everybody's at. He can beat and bang inside, or he can step outside too. And we got some younger lower class sophomore and juniors that can help us too.
Well, you may have answered it, because my next question was going to be, how healthy are you coming out of a football run in there? You got one with the broken hand. Is that the only injury?
They're getting over some knacks, but Hayden's the big thing with the broken hand. It's a shooting hand. So, but he should be back sometime in December.
Non-conference wise, what have you got lined up to kind of get ready for that?
We played Maynard Monday night. We beat them. We got Sloan Hendricks coming this week. Tomorrow night, actually, we got Hillcrest. We're going to play Neelyville, Missouri, later in the season. Norwood, Missouri at the Highland Classic.
Any post or preseason tournaments that you're in?
We're in the Williams Baptist. Yeah. We're in the NEA. The Highland Classic. Going to Maynard's Classic, playing West Side there. That'll be a tough game. Coach Whitmire always has his guys going.
So you got a good non-conference schedule to kind of get these guys prepared for a new look in that 2A3. Who y'all and Piggott are the only 2, I guess, playing football in that conference.
There's EPC, Cross County,
right,
and Rector.
Yeah, so some of them getting a little early jump, but you got them ready to roll right now, it looks like, and we wish you all the best of luck up there at Corning this year, and we thank you guys for coming in.
Thank you all for having us.
We'll be right back after these messages.
Ladies.
But Wesley Couch, you're still on stage. We'll talk about that in a second. Obviously, you don't need an introduction, but tell us the ladies to your left.
I have 3 seniors with me today: Emily Seelig, Avery Glasgow, and Haley Cox.
All righty, Coach. First question. The challenge of coaching both girls and boys at Corning High School.
It's getting harder at the beginning when a lot of them was in volleyball and a lot of them was in football. You can manage, but now that we're in the throes of the season, time management. I'm getting pretty good at time management, and seems like I'm in multiple places at multiple times. I put in a lot of 12, 14, 15-hour days. They practice at 7 in the morning. I have junior high and 7th grade throughout the day, and then I have senior boys after school, and then usually I'm bringing back one of the junior highs after school too. And now we got games. We've early morning walkthroughs and stuff like 4-game nights. So we practice when we can, and like I said, time management's going to be the key.
It's good stuff, Coach, but I know you stay busy. Go ahead and go down to you, Emily. Talk to us about your role on this year's Lady Bobcat basketball team.
I'm just trying to, we have big shoes to fill. We lost a bunch of starters and graduated a bunch of seniors. And I think we are all trying to step up in leadership roles and lead this team. And we're just trying to work together and get our chemistry right.
Avery, kind of the same question. Your role, but what are your expectations for the 24-25 basketball season?
I would agree with Emily on having a lot of shoes to fill this year. I think we all need to step up with leadership and, hustling down the court and making sure that we make those shots. But me as a player individually, I would say that I need to work personally on my shooting and defense.
Haley, go ahead and throw it down to you. Not to talk about height or anything because I'm not overly blessed, but obviously you're a guard. Do you play point guard for the Lady Bobcats?
Yeah, I do.
Talk to us about that position.
It's hard, but I need to get better at it, so I'm going to need to start working on that a little bit more.
Coach, throw it back to you. Talk to us about the schedule for the Lady Bobcats, both pre-conference and the conference schedule.
We played Maynard Monday night. We played Pocahontas last night. We're not where we want to be, but we're getting there. We have 9 teams in the conference, so we actually start conference next week playing. We got Piggott next week, EPC, depending on how they do in football. So we've got a good conference schedule. We're playing in the Williams, playing in the NEA, playing Maynard Classic, Marmaduke Classic. So we're stepping out of the conference a little bit and getting some games and trying to get them some experience. I have 8 kids on the team, and none of them's had any significant playing time at all. So we're all new. They're learning. They're 4 seniors, but they're still learning. So we lost a blow second or third day of camp, lost the only returning starter. Katie Carr. She tore her ACL. So we was looking for her to be the leader, and now these girls have got to step up. It's going to be great for the 4 younger ones because they can't rely on Katie this year. They're going to have to learn how to play and do things on their own, which will only make them better in the future. And these girls, I coached them when they were in junior high, and that's why I did it. I did it for them. So I'm looking, when they were 9th graders, we finished second in the conference in the 3A. So we're looking to get some of that back and get them on the floor and get them going and get them comfortable and build their confidence up.
Talk to us a little bit, Coach, about the difference in expectation, this new conference versus, the conference that you've been in for the last several years.
The expectation, we still want to do as best as we can. We still want to win. The girls' 2A conference is just loaded. It's a really good conference. Not that the 3A is not, but you hear a lot about the 2A girls. I mean, you got Riverside, you've got Marmaduke, who's always good. Rector, they're always solid. Just, when we play Piggott, you can take the records out. It's going to be a battle. No matter if we're both good, we're both medium, or we're both not any good. It's going to be a game. I'm looking at some of the other schools I really don't know about. Like, we haven't played EPC or Cross County. I know EPC's typically pretty solid. So we're looking forward. Just like I said, we're just really thrilled about the less travel. I mean, it's been miles and hours of log for years going all over Mississippi County and places far away for our conference.
Talk to us a little bit real quick, and then I'm going to get to the girls for a question. Talk to us just real quick. What's it? How do you plan every day coaching boys versus girls? What's a practice plan look like? How do you have to adjust? Is it a pretty good little challenge as far as how you have to coach?
Yes, because boys and girls are different, but they'll tell you I don't coach them much different than I do the boys. I never have. I raised 2 daughters that played, so I don't, but I have 2 great assistants. I take a lot of notes. I write a lot of things down. I have to go back and sometimes and say, what am I doing here? But the philosophies of each team is different, so they're not running the same type of stuff as the boys. It's just because it doesn't benefit them. I wish it would, because it'd make it a little bit easier on me, but I'm trying to do what's best for them. But like I said, the assistants, Drew Ratcliffe and Trevor Barrages, are doing great. They help me a lot, keep me straight. But it's already happened a couple times. The other night in the senior high boys game, I called one of their out-of-bounds plays, and they're like, we never heard of that. So I was like, okay, that's the girls. But I expect that going to happen quite often this season. But I'm trying to get everybody on the closest page that is beneficial.
Well, girls, I'm going to give the mic to y'all real quick here. Tell me one game on the schedule. This is my infamous question. One game on the schedule that you are just really hungry, ready to play.
I think we're always ready to play Piggott. I mean, like he said, no matter like how we played previous games and stuff, when we play Piggott, you never know what's going to happen. It's always a battle, and everything is on the table. Everything goes wild.
I would also say Piggott. It's always an exciting game whenever we play them. But I would also say that I'm also excited for Rector. I think it's going to be a good game against them.
I would say Piggott and Rector, but Piggott because they're our rivals.
You just despise those teams in Clay County then, huh?
Yeah.
Well, Coach, thank you very much for your time. Girls, thank you very much for your time. We appreciate y'all. Good luck this year. Keep working, keep grinding. Coach, get some rest every now and then. So
thank you.
Thank y'all very much. We're going to take a commercial. When we come back,